Peace and love, family. This video will heal your anxiety, right? This will heal your anxiety, but listen closely. Here's how healing works. True healing is changed behavior. True healing is changed behavior. This is why I'm making this series, because I get a lot of anxiety patients and depression and all that stuff. That's not a one-session cure. That's not a 1 week, 1 month, maybe even 1 year cure. It might take, up to maybe a few years or something, but we don't have that kind of time. So this will eradicate and remove all those depression, anxiety, maybe addiction, bipolar, any of that mental stuff, all that good stuff, regardless of what it is, mental, physical, psychological, physiological, emotional. Pranic healing and pranic psychotherapy and this exercise and these techniques in this healing session will heal all of that. So just sit back and watch, and this video will heal all of that, But before we hop into the healing, we need to understand how it works. This is how anxiety and depression works and how energy works. Everything is energy thought forms, right? Everything is energetic thought forms, right? That's what we call them, thought forms or energy forms or energetic thought forms, or, So, and also what's, in your chakras are what we call elementals. So each of your chakras has a protective web over it. At the center of your chakra is a protective web. It looks like a little mesh net, right? This is what protects you from keeping negative thought forms, right? We call them negative thinking entities as far as anxiety and depression, all that stuff goes, because you guys are more so, what we like to say, hey, everybody can, meditate. People with anxiety and depression just choose to meditate on the wrong stuff. They meditate on worry, sadness, fear, all that negative stuff. So unfortunately, what happens is when you keep producing those negative thought forms, what did I say? You producing those negative thought forms, because unfortunately, this is why we have to do this, because you are responsible for everything in your aura. Nothing is happening to you, right? Obviously, there's outside influences, right? These thought forms, right, that get in our chakras and our aura, get lodged into us. They can come from different places, like mommy, daddy, you grew up in a certain situation, right? Your mom and dad had an abusive relationship. You saw your dad beating your mom all the time. So now you got those thought forms, of I don't trust men, right? Just because I seen daddy beating up my mom, so I don't trust all men now. That's a thought form that's seeded and planted in there now, that's going to grow bigger and bigger if you don't get rid of it and, work on that, thought form. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and become a part of you, right? So these negative thought forms, right? Your chakra web is like about 2.54 centimeters big, 2.54 centimeters across. These negative entities and negative elementals are about 0.85 centimeters, right? 0.85 centimeters big. So they're small enough to get in there. So what happens is the case with, people with anxiety, depression, bipolar, all that stuff, you guys are more so bombarded with a bunch of negative entities, negative thought entities and negative elementals, right? Here's how it works. Every thought form, everything you think, see, right? You produce a thought form, they are conscious. Every thought form is conscious. The more energy you put towards it, the more powerful it gets. So it's like, oh, I hate men, because my daddy is beating up, my mom all the time. Oh, I really hate men. I can't trust men. And there is an elemental out there, right? So now we have this thought entity of I hate men. Now negative elementals of that category, of that type, are gonna start bombarding and lodging into your chakras and lodging into your aura and start connecting to you, right? And this healing session is going to detach those negative entities and those negative, elementals and negative beings, right? And it's gonna remove those negative thought forms that attract them, right? So you're producing those negative thought forms of, hey, sadness, 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 hate, 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 fear, fear, fear. And there's elementals out there who feed off of that. So now you got a bunch of little entities, right, that are negative because every thought form is conscious. So it's like, hey, she hates her dad. She hates men. Let's go find some more energetic beings who hate men. And then all of a sudden you got all these little, negative elementals attaching to that negative thought form because they like that. That's food for them. Now they're all bombarded and lodged in your aura. And when it gets real bad, they go deeper and deeper into the root of your chakra and they burst through that protective web. So that protective web that I said is 2.54 centimeters, right? The root of your chakra, they burst and they get inside of there. Now they start to send you thought forms and influence you like, hey, yeah, we hate all men. Yeah, men just ain't no good. Yeah, don't go talk to that man in the supermarket. He's probably an abuser just like your dad. And you're like, yeah, I can't trust any men out here. Yeah, one deep. Yeah, I hate men. Yeah, they're good for nothing. Now it becomes a part of you. Now that has to be extracted. That is not you. The soul has no negative qualities. So anything that's negative is literally, you can chop that down to something is trying to influence me, and it's not God or these higher beings or angels, because they will never feed you anything negative that will harm or destroy yourself or others. So anything in thought forms coming that is negative, that, that ain't for your highest and greatest good, that ain't going to do positive for you or the world, any of those thought forms, you can directly chalk that up to those are these elementals, and that's not you, right? They're trying to influence you now because you didn't already let them in, right? Doesn't matter how we got there, they're here. Everybody has, elementals and negative entities right in them at some point, right? That's why we do twin hearts and healing, because it flushes those guys out. They're very, 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 very easily destroyed with violet light, right? But don't go experimenting around and try and do it yourself, right? Learn pranic healing first and do it the correct way. Or ask me and I'll show you how to, properly remove and destroy negative entities and all that stuff, right? Or just, watch this video in full. All right, so they just lodge into our auras. Like I said, they get in our chakra and we got to remove them, right? So that's all it is, family. You have to have daily maintenance of your chakras. This isn't a one-time deal. I just do one meditation and I'm good. I never have depression again. No, this has to be repeated every day, every day, every day. This has to be made a lifestyle. You know why? Because you already made a lifestyle out of complaining, out of saying, hey, I'm anxious, I'm depressed, I have anxiety, I have depression. You don't have none of that. You are not the body. You are not anxiety. You are the soul. The soul is not anxiety. The soul can never have anxiety, right? That's just this physical body trying to convince us through these five senses for these 20, 30 years on this planet. Hey, I'm not feeling good right now. I've been not feeling good for the past 5 years. Oh, I have anxiety. No, you don't. You just had 5 years of these entities trying to trick you and say that you're sad. And then you say, oh, nothing's changing. I think this is just what it is. I think I am an anxious person. No, you're not. You're about to get rid of that right now. So the first step to getting rid of these anxiety, depression, all these thought forms, right, is to detach from them. They're not you. That's not me. Say, I am the soul. Right now, say it. I am the soul. I am a being of divine intelligence, divine power, divine love. That is me. I am not anxiety. I am not depression. I am not bipolar. I am not addiction. I am not PTSD. I am the soul. I am a being of infinite power. So be it. Say it right now. I am the soul. I am not depression. I am not anxiety. I am a powerful being. Right? You are being pure energy. That's the true you. Pure energy. Being that has the energy and power to create worlds and universes at an instant. Right? You're powerful. Pure energy, pure light. You're pretty much light with consciousness. That's the true you. You're not anxiety. So, just picture golden white light pouring down through your crown. And we're gonna start off with some deep breathing.